I'm Sally Alexander, and I want to talk about mom hacks today. Mom hacks are supposed to make our lives better. They're supposed to make it peaceful and calm and really just to help you to smoothly transition into this magical land of motherhood. But I don't think it's working. Now, I got some evidence here. First one is this mason jar. You're supposed to put this in your car. I found this on the magical internet. And make an air freshener for your car. And I'm Southern, so I got a lot of mason jars. That's not a problem. What I do have a problem with is that you're supposed to put little wax cubes that smell good inside the mason jar and poke holes in it, even though that ruins your perfectly good mason jar. Also, where am I supposed to find tiny little wax cubes? Is it assumed that I make candles? Because I don't make candles. My car smells like dead thing. If I put a lovely little mason jar filled with rose smelling wax in it, it's gonna smell like dead thing under a rose bush. I could guarantee a better smell if I never let my children in it, but this is not making my life better. Another one I found was these little socks, and you put little dots of glue on the bottom of it with your hot glue gun so little Billy doesn't fall down when he's running around in your house. You know what that's gonna make little Billy? That's gonna make little Billy fall out of his chair in kindergarten. You're gonna be paying for occupational therapy because this kid never figured out balance. Also, my kids lose socks every 15 seconds. I don't have time to keep doing this. And I one time burned my kid, second-degree burn with a glue gun. That doesn't have anything to do with this. I just felt guilty and wanted to confess. I found this pool noodle thing where presumably you buy a new one so it doesn't look nasty like this one, but you cut a hole down the back of it and you pop it onto the handle of the grocery store cart so that your little kid gnaws on it instead of gnawing on the grocery handle cart. But what happens when your teething kid pops off little pieces of styrofoam? I feel like that's just gonna result in you standing at the grocery store meeting a fireman going, choking hazards didn't occur to me. The last one I found that I thought this is a terrible idea was this restaurant kit to take with your kid, because you need to take your toddler to a restaurant so often that you need a restaurant kit for toddlers. Nobody goes to a restaurant with a toddler who wants to do that. You go to a restaurant with a toddler because it's your great aunt's birthday and your single cousin made the reservations, or because your husband called at 6:15 and said, we're meeting a client of mine at 7 o'clock, or because you're exhausted and you need someone else to make the food. You don't need this. First of all, if they don't already have the stuff you'd put in here, and the suggestions were things like a bib and little cutlery and coloring books, the restaurant should have all that stuff. If you're going to a restaurant that doesn't have coloring things, you shouldn't take your toddler. And they've got the forks covered. They don't need you to bring your own forks. All this kind of stuff is making it way more complicated to be a mom than it has to. These tasks, they're expensive. You gotta go buy stuff like a new pool noodle. Nobody else knows what you're talking about. It's a lot of work on the mom's part. Your spouse isn't gonna know what you mean when you say, gotta go to the grocery store, grab the pool noodle. It doesn't put any effort on little Billy or Johnny. He doesn't have to learn how to remember to get his milk out because mom's got her magic mason jar that's covering up the nasty smell. And it requires you to do a lot of weird stuff just for normal tasks. Do you know what that adds up to? That's a cult. Cults take your money. They keep you busy with a bunch of menial tasks, so you never think to question whether or not you really need to be doing this. And they make you afraid of the outside world so that you don't want to go out in it unless you bring some of your good cult with you. I don't think you need to be part of the mommy cult. This cult of I can be a perfect mother as long as I get exactly the right tool, that's not reality. That's not gonna work out. I think it's really killing moms. It's sucking our personal creativity away. It's keeping us focused on ridiculous tasks so we're having a hard time looking up. It's kind of sucking the joy out of motherhood. Do you know what the only actual mom hack there is? It's Jesus. As in, Jesus help me because some of these children are not gonna make it to tomorrow morning. So if you manage to get all your kids to tomorrow morning, if they get fed and clothed and get in bed on time and they seem reasonably happy, good job, mom. You are the best mom. You're doing a great job. You don't need to join the mommy cult. Say no to the mommy cult. You've got this. Have a great day.